This is Auric University. Vocational education for everyone. Everywhere.
Hello. I'm Harry the finance robot here at Auric University. We use text-to-speech robots because we'd rather focus on concepts than personalities or sales talk. So, welcome to this short presentation, in which we describe the current problems in tertiary education, our means of alleviating those problems, and the opportunities available to anyone wishing to join us in this ethical and profitable endeavor. Auric University has been designed to solve 4 specific problems with higher education. These are, firstly, higher education is now a requirement for anyone with career aspirations. It is becoming, in effect, compulsory. Secondly, it takes much longer than necessary. Many students are now graduating in the US at the age of 26 to 28, whereas their parents graduated at 21 to 23. Thirdly, in the context of this compulsion, it is far too expensive. Student debt already exceeds total credit card debt in the United States, and is growing. This trend is simply unsustainable. Recent US and UK studies show that an average payback of student loan is $150,000. This not only impoverishes large numbers of students and their parents, it can cancel out any benefit from getting a degree in the first place. This brings us to the worst aspect of higher education: irrelevance. As Barbara, a student robot here at the university, will explain.
That's right. We pay all this money for courses that are not relevant to what we want to do in life.
Employers complain that, even graduates with good degrees, know little or nothing about the realities of professional life, or the skills expected of them.
No surprise then, that most US graduates are unemployed. My friends are flipping hamburgers, or working at jobs where their degree is not relevant.
So while students spend ever longer at universities that increase their prices at up to 4 times the rate of inflation, the economic value of a degree is falling.
Conventional universities are becoming high-priced educational resorts. Great if you can afford it, but increasingly irrelevant for the great majority of people.
Obviously we cannot change the compulsory aspect of education, but we can fix the remaining 3 problems. We can deliver a professional education to international standards in 18 months or so, entirely online, and we can do this for less than $10,000 and make a profit.
I was able to design my own education to focus precisely on my professional targets. I'm now confident I can achieve my ambitions. I pay as I go, so I have no student debt. I can go as fast, or as slow, as I can afford.
This model raises the prospect of a first-class higher education to many millions of new students throughout the developed world, but when we consider the potential in the developing nations, this number is likely to be nearer 1 billion. But to work effectively in different economies, we require a unique business model with some, but not all, the characteristics of a franchise operation. Firstly, we don't employ academics. We recruit subject matter experts directly from industry. Organizationally, there is a regional operation in each territory, and beneath that is a faculty that can contain many departments that can, in turn, employ many experts, who create and deliver the learning material to students, and support them via online forums and email correspondence. The higher levels are management levels, with increasing specialization as we descend the hierarchy to our subject matter expert lecturers. We stress that educational experience is not a prerequisite for any level. However, the level of subject matter expertise rises as we get closer to the student. But experts should have good communication skills and an infectious enthusiasm for their subject. Currently, there is only one region, the developed English-speaking world. Business administration is one of 2 faculties in the region. Risk management is one of several departments within that faculty. And here is one of many experts in that department. We award regional franchises after strategic discussion, and faculties and departments based on a perceived value and an agreed price. And we select subject matter experts purely on their ability to create and support course materials. We make no charge for experts, though they do take some risk. They prepare their own materials to our style and standards, and receive a portion of revenues that may take some weeks to develop. The system works of an agreed percentage distribution. We collect all revenues centrally, deduct our agreed percentage, then remit the remainder to the region. The region then distributes revenues to the faculties, departments and experts. Experts are key to the whole operation and they should be well paid, according to the norms within the economy in which they are working. They may be full, or part-time, and work from home in their own hours. They can start as an expert, for example, and work upwards. Or start as a department head and work sideways into additional subjects. The structure allows complete mobility, subject only to places being available. Experts can recruit assistants, open new departments, new faculties, or even new regions. Total revenues are speculative, but we believe we can recruit about 100,000 students by the end of year 5. This would provide, conservatively, a gross revenue of $9 million per month for distribution to the educational structure. This is based on the single English-speaking developed region. Figures should be higher when other territories are included. These organizational, commercial and revenue models ensure that we can move from startup in any territory, through to mature operation, over any period of time, and because virtually all variable costs are incurred locally, we can scale prices up, or down, for different economies. The current fees in the West are adjusted to a suitable local price for India, for Brazil or virtually anywhere else. We are committed to ISO compliance, so set standards for education delivery, using our own method.
That's right. I learn using the university's own structured learning method. Learning isn't always easy, but it's a lot easier like this.
We suggest that this method not only makes it easier for students, but for experts too, as it provides a sound basis for creating materials in the first place, and we provide full support and assistance in this respect, for experts, and for third-party providers. We permit third-party trainers to supply, so long as they label materials as ours, but, more importantly, they meet our standards, and use practicing subject matter experts to create the lectures. The Internet changes every aspect of life that it touches, and education is no different. Someday, all higher education will be delivered this way. The opportunities are unbounded, but will not last indefinitely. We are simply the first of many such institutions. So, if you feel you could make a contribution to this ethical and profitable enterprise, at any level, please mail us here. Thank you for watching.
Bye for now.
Auric University. Vocational education for everyone. Everywhere.